Marvelous entertainment. Type Moon. Hooray, Type Moon. Image Pooch. I don't know them. Oh, maybe it's Image Ipak. Oh, I don't know. Axis Games. Hooray. They bring some of my favorite games over. Cryware makes everything. Greetings, my beautiful viewers. I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome to Fate Extra. Fate/Extra, however you want to say it. Fate Extra is my absolute favorite, and I mean this, absolute favorite Fate game that has ever been released. Because it got me into the Fate series. Like, I'm big into the Fate series, as I've ranted before. I love the Umu Queen, Nero Claudius. Yo, there she is in all of her greatness. And she first appeared in this game, and I loved this game. This game, technically, it is an RPG. It's an RPG, which is a little bit different, because it's a visual novel RPG, and, you know, there's a lot of really cool elements with it, and it's a long game, so of course episodes are gonna be a little bit longer. I'm not emulating this. I'm actually playing this on my PlayStation TV that I own, and I am gonna be playing this and enjoying it, and I'm hoping that you all will be enjoying it with me while we go through this. So let us jump right in. We shall start a brand new game. Normal mode or easy mode? Yeah, we're just gonna do normal mode, because I am normal. A word of warning, there are numerous dead ends and potential fatal choices in this game. Recommend you create multiple saves. The game is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to any real person location is purely coincidental. Yes, purely coincidental. It's a bright, sunny morning. The air is filled with the joyful laughter of students. There's more activity than normal in front of the school gate. Oh, also, if you've never played or know anything about the Fate series, this is a good introduction to it. Playing this game, like, I saw the original Fate Stay Night, like, anime, like, the Studio Dean one that everyone says is horrible, and, like, it's not. Like, I don't think it's absolutely horrendous, but compared to the stuff that they're making now, yeah, it doesn't really hold up. But for me, this was really my gateway into the Fate series and really getting into Fate as a whole. So, like, this is a good gateway, in my opinion. So if you've never played Fate and don't know anything about it, then this will teach you a lot. And that's kind of the perfect way to get into the series, you know? A crowd is forming as students are being called over. I wonder what's going on. When I peer into the center of the hubbub, I see my friend and student council president, Issei Ryudo. Good morning. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? Why do you look so surprised? We announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council would be strictly enforcing school rules. You can tell they're student council because they wear, like, black outfits. I have been tasked with performing inspections to ensure students are in compliance with school rules. Now, it goes without saying that everyone is subject to inspections, even old friends. Now then, uniform inspection time. Collar, check. Pant hems, check. Your socks! You have socks on! Good for you! If you were not socks, we would have to shoot you. Next is the contents of your bag. Notebooks, textbooks, a pencil box, not even a whiff of contraband. You have some porn in here, but that's not contraband. Your nails are evenly cut and your haircut is sensible. Thanks? Apparently individuality is not a thing they allow in this school, which is a thing that is... It's a thing that is real in Japan, is that some schools are more lax with their guidelines, whereas some are like, no, you can't have, like, outrageous hairstyles, you can't, like, dye your hair any colors, you have to wear your outfit exactly the same as everyone else, you know, all that fun stuff. Some schools are more lax on it, but not a lot. Indeed, quite remarkable. You're a model Sukumihara. That's an interesting name. You're a model Sukumihara Academy student. Someone like you ought to consider a future in student government. You'd be perfect for it. Oh, but I'd never try to coerce you into joining the student council. No, we aren't like that. Join us. Join us. Now then, off to your classroom. Enjoy your day. Before I can reply, Mr. Diligent Student Council President is on to the next student's inspection. Hungry for gossip on their way to their classrooms, the students jabber about the inspections. Things are always so gently bustling in the morning. Another peaceful beginning to another peaceful day. Ah, yes, and I can save and everything while this is going on, because until I actually get into the meat of the game, I don't have like a regular menu. There we go. Like, this game is old, and you can kind of tell because the graphics are definitely not the best, but it certainly is interesting to play it in this day and age, you know? Because this came out in 2011, you know? Welcome and enjoy your stay at Sukumihara Academy. I will. I just wanted to try saying that once, just to see how corny it would sound. If you continue right, you'll find the archery range, but you should head for the school building now. Okay. Classroom's on the second floor, right? If you don't get to your classroom soon, you'll incite Tiger's wrath. Oh, yeah. Oh, isn't the archery range open? What is the archery range you speak of? What is this archery range you speak of? Oh, that building over there to the right. What about it? Well, somebody left their stuff there, but whatever. That's interesting. And you, sir, what do you have to say? I have this weird feeling that I'm forgetting something. I just can't think of what it might be. Man, I must have a hole in my head. Maybe if I head back to my classroom. See, everyone's telling me to go back to my classroom, and I am a good model diligent student. Hello. Oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom before homeroom starts. My eyes are starting to float. Is that what happens when you have to pee? I don't think that's a thing that happens. Better head to the classroom. Our classroom? 2A ring a bell? All right. 2A right here. Chimes raise curtains on humble days, precious as a handful of gold dust. Interesting. So this is the prologue, and it's a bit different from the rest of the game, because it's more like visual novel style. As I enter the class, I see Mato with a bunch of girls. Why he's so popular is a mystery. I forgot that some of these are voiced. Hey, when did you show up? You're so quiet and dull that I didn't even notice you. Even though we've been friends since freshman year, right? Anyway, don't sweat the fact that you're as boring as dirt. Not like you can help it. Wow, what a dickbag. I mean, anyone would seem boring and stupid when compared to me. It's a little early for so much abuse, but it's Shinji Mato. It can't be helped. Yeah, he is a dickbag in all incarnations of him in any part of the series. His arrogance is almost palpable. I don't know what he's saying, but it makes all the girls squeal with joy. Actually, let me rephrase. His popularity isn't so much mysterious as it is unnatural. I was just doing a little math tutoring. This stuff is beyond easy. For me, anyway. Wait a second. Hey, Mato, isn't the answer to this question totally wrong in every way? What is it? I'm the one who solved that. There's no way it could be wrong. But look at this. That's when did 2 + 2 = 5? That's funnier to me because I actually had a guy who I used to work with at, I used to work at a retail store, and there's a guy who, like, I'm not gonna name his name and everything, but, this coworker, at one point, he tried to prove he was smarter than me. So at one point, I got him, because literally, he always thought he was better than me at so many things, and I said, okay, what's 2 + 2? And he goes, 5! And I was just like, I just burst out laughing. Because, like, of course he caught it immediately, but I'm just like, why did you say 5? He's like, I don't know! And I'm like, oh, God, it was funny. It was funny. I never make such a stupid mistake. It's all your fault. You're the idiots here, not me. As Shinji raises his voice, the girls all panic and run back to their desks. Wow, they just completely disappeared out of existence. Holy shit. I hate dealing with the oh my god, like there's some like $10 words in these sentences. That is an interesting word. I hate dealing with the proletariat, especially when they think they're my equal. It's really pathetic that these worms don't know their place. That's why I like you so much. Even though you're boring, you're not you know not to steal my thunder. You're the ultimate sidekick. Shinji flashes me a smile. It's weird how I never take offense at the way he talks to me. By some strange twist of fate, Shinji, Mato, and I are friends. How we became friends was... I don't quite remember how it happened. I want to say we met in spring sometime. Oh, the bell for class rings as I try to recollect. Who should fly through the door but our homeroom teacher, Miss Fujimura. Whew! I made it! Good morning, Ah! And thud, Miss Fujimura trips, falling painfully onto the floor. As she lands, her head strikes the corner of the platform at the front of the classroom. Ow! Oh god. The classroom goes silent. Every student's attention is focused on the same thing. Is she dead? This is the important question to ask right now. Oh, fuck. She might be dead. Again? How does she manage to trip in the same place every time? Listen, you, this isn't the time to be making stupid jokes. You're right, she isn't moving. Did she get knocked out or something? A few brave students get out of their seats and crowd around the still comatose Fujimura. Hey, Miss Fujimura? Miss Fujimura, are you okay? What? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Hey, class is about to start, so get back to your seats pronto! Miss Fujimura jumps to her feet as if nothing had happened. It's almost as if the memory of her sudden and violent trip to the floor was totally erased. As this happens all the time, no one seems to notice or care enough to say anything. No one gives a thought to how odd it is for this to happen every single day. It is midday now! The scene playing out before me seems to never change from day to day. The same exact lessons, the exact same subject, the exact same content. Today we're going to study the biography of Dr. Peaceman, a talented physician who... The reason that people nicknamed her Tiger, and you'll hear people call her Tiger all the time, is that her name is Taiga. Like, it's supposed to be spelled T-A-I-G-E. She's actually a character from the original Fate Stay Night, the original visual novel. They just, like, of course, this Fate game is set in a completely different universe from the original series, which is why it's a good entry point into the series, because it's its own unique thing. But, yeah, they did misspell her name there. Taiga, I mean, Miss Fujimura, either that or it's supposed to be Tiger, because people do call her Tiger all the time. I mean, Miss Fujimura is conducting class today the same way she does every day. You may not know, but when I was young, an unknown pathogen was the cause of a serious epidemic. In fact, outbreaks were common, but now most illnesses are cured using nano-thingamajigs, nanotechnology. Yeah, they live in apparently like an alternate future where like nanotechnology was invented super early. And FYI, I'm still young. This will be on the test, so be sure you don't forget it. I mean it. Yeah. She suffers from the I'm a young person who's a teacher syndrome. Or like I'm a teacher, therefore I can't get a date sort of thing, you know? That's very common. It's a very common trope in anime. Her ensuing laughter stops short at her eyes, which seem deadly serious. Oh god. Just as everyone is about to call out, just as everyone is about to call Fujimura out, the bell signaling the end of the class rings. Alright, that's all for today. Be sure to study hard tonight, and don't forget those important points I told you about. The fact that you're young and beautiful and still, you know, ready to mingle? I think that's what she means. While today's class wasn't all that boring, it's a relief when the bell rings. As the bell signaling the end of the day sounds, students begin breaking off into small groups. Thank God that's over. I was getting sick of all the busy work. Being a student sucks. The worst part of the whole deal is having to attend these stupid classes. You're still here? That's unusual. You don't have any plans, like a date or something? Haha, I'm just messing with you. I know you're too big of a nerd to ever get a date. Wow. I mean, you're just going to your dork club, the journalism club, right? Well, seeing as you're boring as stale white bread, your life is exactly as it should be. You know exactly what your role in life is, and you stay there. Well, catch you later. See you in class tomorrow. Why are we friends? That guy is a douchebag. I hate wearing uniforms. I should have gone somewhere that lets you wear regular clothes. What? I'd kill to be able to wear the black uniform of the student council like you. I probably will not talk to absolutely everyone, but you know, like, I just kind of want to at the moment. Seems kind of pathetic to just head straight home after school. I should join a club. I guess the journalism club's been busy. I mean, with all this weird stuff happening. Weird stuff? Recently, a lot of students have been getting hurt. Rumor is there's a slasher on campus. Jesus! And you can, like, make other choices. I'm in the journalism club. Huh? You're not a member? You're always talking in the hallway with the editor-in-chief. Wait, did I say I'm not in the club? Oh, he doesn't remember. There was a question mark at the end of it. Okay. Hey, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club is calling a general meeting. You better go. Okay. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Editor-in-chief of the school newspaper is calling for you. You better go talk to her. Okay, where is she? Oh, I found her. There she is. Look who's here. It's the newspaper club's ace. Got any leads? What? Did you forget? You have to write an unsolved mysteries of Tsukimihara. Yeah, you have to write an unsolved mysteries. Oh boy. You have to write an unsolved mysteries of Tsukimihara article. Come on, I told you yesterday. There isn't very much time left before the deadline. Well, whatever. Your work's always good, so I'll leave this in your capable hands. Jeez, my benevolence is like a Black Panther running around. Yep. That doesn't make sense. Why would you say that, then? So that's that. I've done some investigating. It's your job to do the rest. Okay. Don't look so surprised. There's a method to my madness. Okay, so about the first preview edition, the one called Gateway to the Paranormal. So listen, there's supposedly an entrance to the spirit world at the rear of the archery range. One time, a male student got bullied a lot, was told to pick up the trash there and vanished. Everyone's totally convinced there's a paranormal activity going on back there. Isn't that scary? I mean, ridiculous? Anyway, go sniff out the truth. Leave no stone unturned. Your nose and eyes are the tools of the trade for a journalist. Got it? Okay. You're the mysterious one. Your reply should be, yes, ma'am. Alright, hop to it. Okay, fine, whatever. Jeez, crazy lady. Whoa! Out of the blue, a feeling that something was moving behind the door overcame me. As a rule, students aren't allowed inside the supply room. It just might be a rat or something. For some unknown reason, I find my eyes drawn to the door of the supply room when... the door suddenly opened and violently thrown open. What do you think you're doing? Without warning, a man appears from out of the shadows. Dressed in black with a dour expression, the person in question is very intimidating. But that sense of intimidation is immediately replaced with extreme discomfort and unease. A sudden, overwhelming sense of danger gives me goosebumps all over my body. The cold, blank stare sends chills down my spine, as though he's marking me for death. For some reason, it feels as if he's deciding whether to break my neck or skin me alive. Odd. Your name doesn't appear to be on the list. I'd better make sure. He begins to mutter under his breath, while at the same time he reaches out his right hand. Chills running down my spine gain intensity as waves of nausea and vertigo wash over me. I feel like a rabbit watching the wolf draw near. Maybe this isn't just raw terror. I think he's holding something that's making me feel this way? You're not even trying to fight. My instincts aren't as sharp as they should be. I need to rest. The note of disgust in his voice is obvious as he lowers his hand. The paralysis that seemed to take hold of me suddenly fades away. The man continues to look down on me with those dead eyes of his. Students are forbidden from entering the supply room. You do well to remember that. The campus is about to close. If you have nothing else to do, I advise you to go home now. Is there anything else? My name is Mr. Kuzuki. I will be teaching here starting today. The man who introduced himself as Kuzuki turns and heads back into the supply room. With that, the final bell begins to chime, signaling the end of the school day. Everything begins to process as normal, as if nothing out of the ordinary had happened. Holy shit. I'm still sore and slick with sweat, an all-too-real reminder of what happened. Wonderful. We now have a teacher with obvious murderous intent teaching at our school. Yeah, that was pretty freaky, I will admit. As you may have guessed, I don't know if I said it yet, but I played this game years ago when it, first came out. And I mean, long ago when, the game, first came out. I rented it, and, I played it, and I loved it. And, it's been, my god, since 2011. I played it in 2011 when it first came out. So, 2011... maybe 2012, so yeah, oh my god, it's been 8 years. It's been almost a decade. You caught me in the middle of cleaning! Those archery club kids don't even unstring their bows. The worst is when they leave their arrows stuck in the target mound. I usually make the kids do it, but there's no club activities leading up to exams, so I'm doing it. Huh? An entrance to the spirit world? Oh, that's just a rumor, it's not real. Exams are right around the corner, so don't waste your time on stuff like that. Go home! Shoo! Shoo! What appears in the archery range isn't an entrance to the spirit world, but Miss Fujimura. Well, can't say I'm surprised. She's behind one of Sukumihara's mysteries. It's fitting. I'll report this tomorrow, so so I can go home now if I want. A day will pass if you go home. Yeah, let's go home. There's, you can explore the school a little bit, but it doesn't actually impact the story, so, yeah, and I don't want to waste your guys' time in, these episodes, you know? Humble days are as precious as gold dust. Where are the buyers? Well, that's interesting. 2 days remaining. Oh, boy. As I walk into class, the girls that normally flock around Shinji Mato aren't there. Shinji seems to be in a bad mood. His usual posse of girls is keeping their distance. I'll ask him if something happened. What? Like I'd tell you if anything happened to me. Which it didn't! Nothing at all happened! Why would it? Shut up! Hey, you know the Ice Queen, Rin Tosaka? She thinks she's so much better than everyone else. At first I thought she would be the only one who understood how lonely it is at the top. I tried talking to her yesterday, but I got nowhere. Maybe I just intimidated her or something. I might have lost a few points for getting violent, but girls who talk back to me get slapped. Holy fuck! Wow, he's a son of a bitch! Yeah. I'd never hook up with such a violent, stuck-up bitch like that, no matter how hot she is. So basically, he tried to get with her and she shot him down, and now he's all pissy about it. Yeah, it sounds like him. What a waste. She'd be perfect if she just kept her mouth shut. You agree with me, right? Right? No? Well, it looks like there's some tensions between Shinji and Rin Tosaka. Knowing Shinji, he probably hit on her and got shot down. And why'd she take a shot at me? I thought she was going to spinning star kick me next. He continues to whine under his breath. I can only imagine how sleazy Shinji was being with her. Yeah, in the original series, he, at times, he, flat out tried to assault her at, certain points in the series. Yeah, no, Shinji's kind of a son of a bitch, no matter his incarnation in, any of the Fate series. Normally, his super aggressive approach works, but obviously it didn't with Rin Tosaka. Well, that's more interesting when it's got little shakeups like this. As if on cue, Miss Fujimura barges into the classroom as the bell sounds. Phew, I made it! Good morning, everyone! Alright, no one's absent, and since there are no announcements, let's just start homeroom. And there it is again. As soon as she turns to reach for the chalk, she trips and falls, as she always does. As she falls, her fingernails drag across the blackboard with a horrifying sound. Ow, ow, I'm imagining that. That just hurts. And thus, another typically mundane day begins anew. It's midday now! Oh god, you're here! And though the Great War had finally come to an end, regional conflicts still persist. Despite the suffering of the previous generation, battles are still waged 30 years on. Standing behind the lectern today is the school's newest teacher, Kazuki. Although he's supposed to be teaching math, his lesson seems to have gone off on a tangent. Now, instead of armies, attacks in greater numbers are being carried out by terrorists. In an attempt to suppress these terrorist groups, that the bell rings, signaling the end of the class's sounds. The bell signaling the end of classes sounds. Some of the writing in this is a little wonky, but, you know, hey, it's a translation, so it's not perfect. I mean, it is an official translation. This got an official release, so, yeah, it's not terrible, but yeah, there are some spelling errors and some weird sentences. And with the end of the day here, the tension in the classroom drops immediately. Alright, let's end here today. Oh yes, before I forget, there is an announcement from the student counselor. Recently, a rise in the number of slashing incidents has made the surrounding area dangerous. With that in mind, keep any detours to a minimum and head home as quickly as possible. Get home quickly. Good advice, but I still have to finish a few assignments for the journalism club. Why I'm so gung-ho about investigating the school's 7 wonders is a mystery even to me, but it seems important for some reason. I have to turn in today's report. Better go see the editor-in-chief this evening. Evening! Strange happenings on campus? Wonder who comes up with all these rumors. Did you see that punk around? I mean Shinji, of course. Don't say that to his face, though. Okay, I won't. You're investigating a story right now? Maybe I should join the journalism club too. Editor-in-Chief was looking for you. She was going on about you being late with an article. Right. I got it right here. I'm done. Oh. Hey, guess what? I just passed this gorgeous girl on the stairs. Could she be a new student? What? I'm sure you're just talking about Rin Tosaka from Class B. Rin Tosaka? Never heard of her. You've really never heard of her? Pretty, athletic, smart, classy? Or a stuck-up Miss Perfect who all the guys adore and all the girls despise? It wouldn't be unrealistic to call Rin Tosaka the most popular girl in the whole school. Are you pulling my leg? Girl, you're so dense you probably wouldn't feel it if I pulled your leg anyway. What? I'm not dense. Much. But she wasn't wearing our uniform. She was wearing red. How do you explain that? I don't know. I hadn't noticed. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. You would. Come on. Let's hurry to our club. Yeah. Huh. Oh. Hey, guess what? Heard this from a friend of a friend, but... Huh? What is it? Miss Fujimura is living with one of the students here. Ew, you mean like romantically? But that's taboo. She was, actually hanging out with, in the original, she was living with, like, the main character, but that's because she knew his father, and basically she was his caretaker, you know? Mr. Kuzuki? Everyone says he's scary, but he's actually a good teacher. Really? Doesn't seem like it. He was supposed to be teaching us math, and he was instead teaching us what seemed to be, like, a geopolitical lesson? Oh, our club's ace! Did you find anything yesterday? Interesting, so it was Tiger! Of course there's no entrance to the spirit world. Thanks to you, the article will be great. Are you ready for the next article assignment? The next unsolved mystery is... Yesterday there was a girl dressed in red on the rooftop. Rumors of a little red rooftop are spreading. Go find out what this is all about. The journalist lets the news guide their feet. To the rooftop! Okay. To the rooftop! I turn the doorknob and the metal door opens silently on its hinges. As a rule, no one is allowed up on the roof, but I can see someone's elongated shadow. Vibrant colors set off by the setting of the sun is enough to take one's breath away. Under the now blood-red sky, a single girl looks out onto the town that spreads out below. Like a figure out of a painting, the girl seems to shine with the same red glow as the setting sun. Rin Tosaka, who is very well known in like the the Fate series and everything. What a beautiful sunset. I can only imagine how captivating this sight must be for people who live here. It is indeed a very beautiful scene. Shame it doesn't really exist. On the surface, it seems like such a benign, peaceful world. A pity it will soon come to an end. This place is merely an idolized imitation of the real world, and one done in poor taste. I wonder if there's any value to a memory that can only be observed and then left behind. I'm not quite sure if that last statement was supposed to express disgust or disappointment. As she finishes speaking, a faint smile forms on the girl's lips as she slowly turns in my direction. Her unwavering gaze makes it seem like she can see things hidden to others. Her eyes seem to shine with an intensity that rivals that of the fiery red of the evening sky. What's this? A notice from the system? Thanks for bringing it to me. Oh, she literally called us an NPC. That's not it? That means you must be one of the generic students. If one of the irrelevant NPCs can get up here, I guess I'll have to find another place to hang out. Continuing to mumble quietly to herself, the girl quickly walks my way. Oh well, at least this one... well, at least this is a good opportunity for me to look one of you over. Stand still, you. Unexpectedly, her finger reaches out and touches my cheek. Oh! Wait, what's this? Is this a warning from the system? A direct interference does break the rules, after all. Mumbling to herself, the girl disappears without a trace. It's like no one was ever there at all. She vanished? There or not, her form has been indelibly burned into my mind. Oh, you're still here. It's almost time to leave school, so you should prepare to go home. What's wrong? You look a little pale. The sound of Issei's voice pulls me back to reality. I must look completely dazed and confused. Maybe I'm tired or... I'll talk to the chief editor again tomorrow. In any case, I think the course of wisdom for now would be to go home, like Issei says. Okay, so... I'm not going to leave right away, because I decided to take a look, because, like, I forgot that there were optional events that you can view. They don't really change the story or anything, but they're kind of interesting to see, so... Like, here we go, Shinji! What up, Shinji? That's weird, why won't it open? What? Haven't you left yet? Wait, don't tell me. Nope. Never mind. Losers like you shouldn't be on campus right now. Who knows, you might get whacked by that killer. Hey, don't say I didn't warn you. Killer? You're in the newspaper club and you don't know? Someone's been attacking students after school. Man, a weak little drone like you, you'd get dropped in one hit. You better leave now. This faculty nurse's office. I don't really have any need or desire to talk with any one of the teachers, so I shouldn't go in. Okay, so apparently there was something that I missed yesterday and that would have gotten me an optional event today. I'm taking a look at it like a... kind of like it's a spoiler-free guide for as much of it, and like I said, I played this before, but like I was looking at it because I was wondering if there was anything like to do on these moments, and there actually is something. So I'm gonna load my file, and I'm gonna be back in a bit because I want to see that original scene now. Okay, here we go, and this is actually from the first day. I actually decided to go back. I actually had to restart the game and just kind of skip everything until I got to this point, but yeah, I missed this on the first day, so inserting it here now. Hey, Sakura. Oh, it's you, brother. I heard that you've been skipping out on the archery club's morning practices lately. Why haven't you been showing up? And where do you get off taking a break without my say-so? You bit. I get it now. You've been going to their house again, haven't you? Yes. I have been going there, but I just wanted to help and... Let me guess, you felt you were obligated to, right? Jeez, why must you be so damn naive? Wait a sec. What was that just now? Anyway, if someone gets hurt, just leave them to suffer. Just do what I tell you to, and things will be A-okay. I mean, it seems like people get some kind of perverse thrill from getting in my way. To force one of my, my dear little sister to miss valuable practice time. That's not how it is at all. I wasn't forced to do anything. I wanted to help. Why is it so wrong to help those who need it? Ha! Isn't it only fools and the weak who manage to get themselves hurt somehow? And why are you helping? And why help anyone out? Will that person ever pay you back or help in return? Of course they won't. And if you think otherwise, you're an idiot. I won't be used by anyone. It's better to treat others as cattle. And isn't it time for you to admit to feeling the same way? But for me, that option... Stop right there. I don't care what you have to say. Stop going to that house, Sakura. Got it? Well, that was interesting. Oh, I mean... Hi. Can I help you with anything? If you ever start feeling unwell, please come by the nurse's office. Yeah, the nurse's office is a place where you can, I think you can, heal there in, other parts of the game. I don't remember. Okay, so that was the scene that I missed yesterday. I inserted that there for you guys. So, yeah, I completely forgot there were optional scenes and everything, because, for the most part, I'm not really going to be following a guide. There are some things that I'm going to look at because, I know that, you can do some research and everything, but, I don't want to spoil what's going to happen. So there's some interesting stuff that's going to go down, so I'm real excited to show you guys. Soon the time will come for you to pick a side in the nerd war. The nerd war? Nerd war? Will girls get cold when they wear flowy skirts? Yes, maybe they should allow them to wear pants! Comic books are so much better than manga. Bullshit! That guy over there, though, likes big eyes and small mouths. That is definitely a big thing in anime, yes. Taiga! Me? Living with a student? Ah, no. I'm his guardian, just his guardian. The child of one of my parents' friends has been living alone, so I've been helping out. Which means that I go over to his house, but not that I live with him. I don't, not at all. Hey, what's with that face? You don't believe your own teacher? It's actually true, she's telling the truth. You're a good kid. You don't even know what those bad kids mean by living together, right? Right? Now your teacher needs to give those kids who are spreading rumors a little educational guidance. Do you think a fly on the wall or the fly on a man's pants has the better view? Why is it even called a fly in the first place? That is a good question. This is a very strange thing that I just discovered. I'm now intrigued by why he wanted to know that. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Auspicious star, such dazzling light, it drowns even the chimes of bells. One day remaining. Oh boy. I enter the classroom. Once again, Shinji Mato, in the seat next to me, has a full house. I'm telling you, you don't have any talent. Give up before you look like a retard. Oh, wow. Yeah, I apologize for that word. So you know what he said to that? What? What did he say? We're dying to know. Tell us. This wuss gets all boo-hoo and he says, I'll keep practicing until I get better. I can at least get better than you who skips practice. Sorry, I have to laugh. Anybody knows that you can't practice your way into being a genius. If he wants to practice something, he should practice not sounding like a total tool. Guy's not a total maggot, but he's still trash that needs to find a garbage can. What a moron. People aren't created equally. Even people who are born above average can never reach the same heights as the naturally gifted. You must be so talented if you don't need to practice, Mato. I feel bad for that kid. Trash can't help being trash. It should learn to stop dreaming about being something better. Bell rings. In response, the gaggle of girls shuffle off to their own seats. While we wait for the teacher to arrive, I get caught up on what Shinji said for some reason. Whether or not Shinji has innate talent, I think it's pretty clear that I'm a nobody. Wow, you really shouldn't think of yourself like that, bro. Everyone has talent and individuality. Jesus. A nobody with no goals. I mean, when I try to even think about the future, I get overwhelmed. I mean, that's why you take it one step at a time, like normal people? As long as I keep plodding along, someday I'll reach my totally average future. Yay. That's what happens to everyone, right? Are there actually people who break the pattern? How? I have no idea. For me, today is just another ordinary day. Good morning, everyone! She didn't trip today. Suddenly my heart accelerates, each beat painfully strong, as if my body is on high alert. No, it's not a reaction to Miss Fujimura, no. Well, kids, this is a little out of the blue, but today I want to introduce you to a new friend. Yep. It's him. The blonde boy. The blonde boy is the one who's causing my body's fight-or-flight instincts to prickle. Go on, Leo. Introduce yourself. For what purpose? Huh? Well, Leo, you'll be attending school with these people, so I'm sure they'd like to know who you are. I see. These good people do not know my name yet. He steps forward, and then in a louder voice he says, Everyone, my name is Leonardo Bistario Harway. In time, it will... Whoopsie. In time, it will be a name known to all the world. But for now, it is the name of your classmate. I'm pleased to meet you all. I hope we enjoy our time together. The classroom is silent. There aren't even jabs at his eccentric manner of speaking, or any coos over how pretty he is. Instead, the entire class is enthralled by his regal bearing, entranced even. Shinji's words come to mind. This is what it means to be on a different level. None of us plebes could ever hope to reach the level that this new kid lives on. It's not overextending to call his very existence transfixing. Like a deer in headlights, we're immobilized by a presence far brighter than our own. His natural place is above us, looking down as our king. How did someone like him end up here? It must be a mistake. Anyway, everyone, please make Leo feel welcome. Looks like the third seat in the... It looks like the third seat in the second row from the right is open. Will that be okay? Leo? Ah, you're addressing me. I see no reason to not allow you to call me Leo, as it doesn't feel awkward to hear it from you. If you have the chance, I'd very much like for a delightful woman like you to visit my country. Jeez, don't joke around with your teacher. To your seat, Leo. I won't smack you since, well, it was kind of flattering of you to say that. Of course. I appreciate your diplomacy, Miss Fujimura. Then the boy gave the kind of easy smile that only kids can. That simple smile washes away the tension in the room, and people begin to smile themselves. I think he's not so much a king as a prince. He may be above us, but he also has a natural charisma that draws us up to his level. However, it seems there's at least one person in class whose mileage varies. I don't like him. Flirting with the teacher already? Oh, that arrogant little twerp. Shinji's clearly not happy. If you have any questions, ask anyone in class or myself. Come to me first. There's no need to be shy. Yes, I understand. I'm pleased that I will be attending such a good school. Oh, boy. Am I imagining things? Just for a second, I thought he shifted his attention toward me. Not toward anyone else. Not even Shinji, who's still bad-mouthing Leo, but to me alone. Yeah, right. There's no way a particularly overworldly person like him would notice me. Who knows? Bland me. Sorry. Boy. School day ended with nothing else of interest occurring. But that Leo. Can't shake the uneasiness he awoke in my heart. Feels like cogs somewhere have become unaligned. No, I'm just excited because, for one, something happened. Well, besides what happened yesterday. I should report yesterday's findings to the editor-in-chief. Right. There was also a little bit of a secret thing that happened there that I don't want to say just yet, because for those of you who haven't played this, it'll be a little interesting. So, it seems like more and more people are staying home. Could the slasher rumor be true? Hey, the editor-in-chief was calling. Hooray! As per usual. I should probably save now. Did you hear? There was a murder here the day before yesterday. What? Been a number of murders in the area recently. I heard there was a slasher, but I never heard about all the murders. Oh, shit! Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything, yesterday? What? Little Red Riding Hoof. Little Red Rooftop vanished before your eyes? She disappeared. There isn't anything we can do about it. Nothing we can do? What's with the editor-in-chief's reaction? That's not right. I thought she'd say something like, hey, don't scare me like that. Actually, the problematic part is how nonchalant she is about that a person disappeared. I know, right? Your next story will be Mystery of the Courtyard Chapel. The editor-in-chief keeps talking like nothing happened. She's already on to the next thing. Should I say something? Hey, did you know there's a chapel on campus, even though this isn't a mission school? It seems the chapel has been here longer than the school. This is just a rumor, but they say that it's haunted and magical, and magic rites are performed there. I'm sending you to investigate. The entrance to the courtyard is on the other end of the right side of the first floor hallway. Right, I remember that now. That's where Shinji was yesterday. Oh, cafeteria is just up ahead. Looks like they're still getting ready. At the end of the day? That doesn't make sense. Are you going to the garden? Keep your guard up. It's almost too quiet there. Lately, I've been getting those crushing headaches at school. It's starting to freak me out. Holy fuck balls! That's a lot of dead people! At least I think they're dead. They're lying on the ground and not moving. Yeah, they're dead. Oh my god, they're disappearing. Holy fuck balls. Oh, that's not good. Oh, this is very bad. Man stands like a black stain, tainting the joyfully, multicolored flower bed around him. It's the new teacher, Kuzuki. But the man standing in front of me isn't acting like a teacher by any stretch of the imagination. The sick malignancy of overbearing aggression fills the air, and then scattered around him are dead bodies of students. Why did you come in here? I'm certain I locked that door. I suppose I'll test you out. His thin lips hardly move, but in the next instant... Oh! I'm bowling over as if struck by an invisible force. Chaotic thoughts bury my brain like endless grains of sand. What happened? Can I move my limbs? Seriously, what was that? Kuzuki hasn't moved. No one else is nearby. Who? Why? How? My thoughts whirl. My heart races. I see what you are now. It isn't you, I suppose. His voice was a quiet hiss, but I could hear everything he said. The man with cold, inscrutable eyes raises his palm toward me. When I come to, I'm collapsed in the garden. The garden is silent. There's not even a trace of Kuzuki or the corpses that had been there. Yeah, holy shit. Also, the body's fucking evaporated. That is not a normal thing for bodies to do. But, as some of you may have surmised right now, we're not exactly in a normal reality. We're not exactly in, like, you know... I suppose it's, like, as some of you may have figured out by now, we're basically in a simulation. This, like, everything going on is actually taking place in a simulation. So, yeah, and that's going to be made very apparent very quickly. I'm uninjured, though my body aches from lying on the hard ground. The cold sweat that had covered me is gone, too. Only the piercing pain in my head remains. Maybe it was just a bad dream. I gulp air and attempt to stand. The ground seems to move under my feet. I'm delusional. Of course the ground isn't moving. I'll give my report to the editor-in-chief tomorrow and just go home for the day. Well, we're not going to leave just yet because there's a couple of other scenes that we can get here. Essentially, like, this is kind of a way of meeting all the participants that are going to be in the Holy Grail War, which is, like, what the Fate series is always about. In the Fate series, you always get a servant to fight alongside you, and they're always, like, masters of these servants, which, of course, like the main character is. He just doesn't know that yet. Oh, Leo! I heard a familiar voice as I walked down the hallway. It's coming from around the corner. And there you have it. To summarize, about 30% of the participants have overcome the computer's brainwashing. Those individuals now remember who they are. They're all Class A Magi. One girl in particular made quick work of the brainwashing. You might say she's a natural, and therefore more adept than Magi who have been more sheltered. Unlike those domesticated sheep, she's a wild mouthful. Stronger, rarer, wilder. She couldn't even bear to put on the uniform the other sheep mindlessly wear. As novel as that girl's wildness is, wild things end up in cages. Still, keep your distance and your guard up. The voice coming from in front of the supply room is none other than that of a teacher, Kazuki, who was speaking politely, almost reverently. However, That is, this Rin Tosaka. The Harways in Asia have voiced some concerns regarding her. She is the daughter of a noble family, which makes her unruly behavior even more unbecoming. The voice that chimes in to join Kuzuki's is none other than the transfer student, Leo's. Unlike in class, his voice held a childlike timidity. It seemed like Kuzuki's words bothered him. I simply just... She is a failure, like the other dropouts, and so... She's below your concern. There's nothing in the world that doesn't concern me, teacher. More importantly, I wonder what a domesticated being like me can learn from her wild bravery. There is nothing, because you are already perfect. Anything you lack is something the world itself lacks. It was a joke. It's been a while since I've been scolded. I think I enjoy it, coming from you. In any case, I'll heed your warnings about her. So, are there other important happenings? It's worth noting the assassin sent by those alchemists. I have yet to confirm anything, but no doubt they're lurking about. I don't believe I've ever seen how an alchemist fights. Their charms, or their symbols rather, are quite unusual. We have the opportunity now. Aren't you curious, teacher? Wait until I have checked about this assassin first. Those are the only ones to watch out for. However, there are others with excellent abilities. A handful of others have passed the prelims besides Rin Tosaka. Huh. I don't see the rush. I think there's much to be learned from observing this school. I'd like to take my time and enjoy, for instance, the beauty of things like the garden. They seem to employ quite the skilled gardener. You should see the garden too, Mr. Kuzuki. No, brother. I will respectfully decline. That ends my report. I see. Too bad. Then, if you don't need anything else. It'll be best if we have as little contact with each other as we can. It is unusual for a teacher and a student to meet like this. I understand. Be careful. Yes, you too, brother. Following those words, they both disappear, perfectly in sync with each other. I didn't understand what they were saying, but I get the feeling that I shouldn't have been listening. I mean, probably not, but hey, yeah, so now you know that those two are actually siblings! Hooray! That's terrifying. I kinda have a headache. It's like static in my head. Maybe there's a cold going around. Oh, whoopsie. Went to the wrong floor. I meant to go up. Because there is one more event to do here. Oh, what's this? Oh, you scared the bejesus out of me. What do you want? Actually, I'm glad you're here. The editor-in-chief asked me to investigate the 7 wonders, and check this out. One of Sukumihara Academy's 7 wonders is a female ghost who wanders the hallway. The ghost of a foreign girl wanders the 3rd floor. If you respond to her, she'll suck out your soul. Jesus. Now that you have the details, go investigate it for me. Huh? Do you think I should just walk around the 3rd floor and do it on my own? No way! I really can't handle the paranormal stuff. If anyone could take on the case of the wandering ghost on the 3rd floor, it's you. Good luck. Anything for me to not have to do it. Yep, and there it is, the question mark. Once school is over, all traces of humanity disappear. The silence left behind is terrifying. It's true, like haunted schools are fucking terrifying. Alone in the midst of this unnerving scene, I suddenly sense a strange presence nearby. It feels like there's someone standing right behind me, staring at the back of my head. It has to be my imagination. I hear no footsteps, no sounds of breathing. I am alone here. And yet the feeling that I am not alone persists. Must be a hallucination of some kind. What should I do? If If it's my imagination playing tricks on me, then nothing should be there if I turn and look around. So what should I do? Yeah, let's turn around. Why not? Turn around, and of course, no one is there. Oh! Someone was there! Well, shit! Is what I want to say. However, standing there is what appears to be a young girl. The young girl's appearance is definitely at odds with the surrounding campus. With its mass of frills and hooped skirt, her dress is right out of the Victorian era. Combined with her porcelain-like skin, she looks just like a child's doll come to life. It's kind of a relief, but the point is, she doesn't seem like she's really alive. The girl doesn't move a muscle, just like a doll, just like a corpse, just like a painting, like a wraith. Her eyes, so full of sadness, stare fixedly in my direction. Suddenly, her figure begins to melt away as she slowly fades into nothingness. Last things to disappear are her eyes. That's fucking creepy. That the strange presence I felt fades away, and there's nothing to indicate a girl was even there. She must have been the source of all the wandering girl stories floating around. Well, that was fucked up. Alright, this is the last thing for today. So I was looking at the garden and caught the eye of a stranger. And then they vanished. Whoa. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I've had a splitting headache ever since. What's up with that? Yep. Alrighty. And with that, we have finished day 3. This was the last remaining day. So you know how people dream about what they do in the day? I've got a new planned sleep study. I've got a no planned sleep study. Wow, that's dumb. Oh, hello, sir. Hello, young pupil. I shall follow your progress with great interest. Best of luck. Thanks, sir. Okay, I'm gonna head home. Crazy things happened today. And now, today is the day. Where is the belfry? In that moment, gentle day's end. 0 days remaining. When I enter the classroom this time, things are a little different. Wow! Okay, then how do you solve this problem, Leo? In this case, you substitute this for this and divide everything by x. It's the same simple equation that you used earlier. Whoa, you're right! Thank you, Leo! Unlike someone else, he helps out his classmates without displaying an ounce of condescension. And that someone is directing a nasty scowl toward the new kid. Oh, that bunch of brown-nosing idiots will suck up to anyone who's got bigger pea-brains than theirs. Whatever. No skin off my back. People who are ugly inside are ugly outside, too. Seems that Shinji's gaggle of female admirers have migrated to Leo's desk. For one, Shinji's irritation is kind of understandable. I'll give him this. The brat is a real charity worker, laying on the charm for those sows. He's desperate to appear smarter than me, but I'm the real smart one here. I see what he's doing. That dumb little kid doesn't know that I'm on to him. Reacting to Shinji's voice, Leo glances this way. Leo's expression is inscrutable, but not hostile. What do you want? You want to go? Put up your dukes, I got this! After a few false starts, Shinji finally manages to squeeze out that in a low voice. I don't know if Leo heard, but he gets out of his seat. recoil turns into a noticeable flinch, which Leo smiles kindly at in response. Unlike Shinji's, Leo's gestures are filled with dignity. If I have unknowingly given you cause to be malicious, I would like to deeply apologize. Shinji Mato, was it? I'll be careful not to upset you in the future. His message firmly delivered, Leo returns to his seat. His soft voice bore no note of hostility or resentment. I know it's hard to believe, but maybe Leo wasn't upset. He knows when to bow down to true authority, it seems. I'm such a nice guy. I'll just accept his apology. Yeah, it's not like he ever pissed me off. No, never, no. After visually confirming that Leo is otherwise occupied, Shinji feigns calmness and leans back. And again! And thud. That sound makes me cringe no matter how many times I hear it. Everyone is desensitized to it for the most part. Even knowing that she'll jump to her feet in a few seconds, we should probably worry more. Shinji still seems to be in a bad mood. It's obvious that he doesn't like Leo all that much. But with him, it's impossible to tell if he's really mad or just being cynical. Either way, it's just more of the same. Just like our homeroom teacher's daily dramatic entrance, and once again, the day begins. Alrighty then, let's pick up where we left off. According to Dr. Peaceman's biography, during class, I thought I saw Leo smirk a little, but other than that, nothing exciting happened. Today is just another boring day in a long string of boring days. Who here knows what amnesia is? It's a terrifying condition where an individual loses all of their memories. It's caused by brain damage, severe trauma, or even infections from one's mucous membranes. The section of the doctor's biography we just covered touches on this condition. The cure for such a scary condition was discovered by Dr. Peaceman. With that said, using amnesia as an excuse for forgetting your homework isn't gonna fly. When I was young, a fair number of my classmates were unscrupulous enough to try this. And before getting any ideas, I'm still young. In fact, I'm putting that fact on the test. How young am I? Super young. Dateable young. Fucking plow me, please. Wow, that got really... I just jumped into that, I'm sorry. As per the norm, Tiger's lecture starts to peter out. Just as a collective this again starts to raise from the students... Whoa. Miss Fujimura? Without being acknowledged by the teacher, Leo suddenly rises to his feet. The tension in the classroom rockets up immediately as eyes focus on Leo. The young boy surveys the room with a mysterious smile, taking in everyone's startled glances. Oh, and of course, my fellow classmates. It is time for me to leave. We will probably never meet again, so I wish you all well. What? My head. Oh, the pain. And before I forget, Miss Fujimura, I think you are still young, even now. Just your presence is enough to remind me of the beauty of youth. You're a remarkable person. After what seemed to be a very slight bow, he immediately seems to disappear from the room. Alright then, let's continue. Please turn to page 86. Accompanied by the sounds of flipping pages, the lesson goes on as if nothing had happened. Showing off like that in the middle of class. What a jackass. If you have to use the John, be a little more discreet, and that I have to leave crap. Seriously, isn't he supposed to be some kind of aristocrat or a princeling or something? Of course, what just happened is impossible. A highly suspicious disappearance in the middle of class and the teacher doesn't even seem to care. No one in class says anything as the class continues as if nothing strange has happened. It was the same dull, dreary scene as before, and the day before. This can't be natural. After Leo's exit from class, the lesson continued unabated, as if following a set script. Strange. This is definitely strange. It's as if the world tilted slightly, and everything within it loses its sense of presence. My head feels like it's going to explode. The pain is making it hard to remember who I am. Wait, come to think of it. I mean, really? Who am I? What is my name? How old am I? Where do I live? How many people are in my family? What was my life like before I started attending this school? I can't remember anything. My memory has been completely erased somehow. How? And why did this happen? That's right, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club. As the president of the club, she should at least know my name. I should have filled out something when I first joined the school. When I first joined the club, sorry. I'll ask her. Hopefully she'll be in her usual spot. Man, where is everyone? It's like a ghost town here. Things are getting weird. Yeah, things are starting to happen. That Leo guy, where the heck did he go? I never thought he'd be the type to ditch class. Yeah, that's not the problem. The problem is the fact that he literally disappeared from the class. Friendly reminder from Miss Fujimura. Any student who gets a red mark in my class is invited to my special tutoring session. Okay. I meant to talk to her, though. Whoopsie. What's with Leo all of a sudden? After seeing that, I've had enough of this. Ow, my head's gone from terrible to worse. I'm freaked out. Well, shit. Miss Editor-in-Chief, what do you know about me? Who am I? Oh, our club's ace. Did you find anything interesting yesterday? Editor-in-Chief is her usual cheery self. All I can think about is the pile of dead bodies I witnessed. No. I have to ask about myself. I'll ask her what my name is. Huh? Your name? Just look it up in the registry in the library. Yeah, the school registry. It has everyone's names. If I look at the school registry, it might jog my memories. I'll go to the library. Oh. You want to see the registry of names? It's on a bookshelf in the library, I think. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I found it. Sukumihara Academy Student Registry. Once I read through this, I should be able to remember everything about myself. I open the book and begin turning pages. Immediately I notice something's terribly wrong. The pages are blank. Blank, blank, blank. Every single page is blank. I reach for last year's school registry, and when I start flipping through pages, blank, 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 blank. What is happening here? Who am I? And just what happened in this place? And just what is this place? I read that completely wrong. Oh shit, now everyone's gone. Oh no, just like all the other people there are gone anyway. Leo! There is something wrong with this place. What's more worrying is the fact I can't remember who I am. As I wander campus, I see Leo walking down a hallway on the first floor. As a transfer student, I couldn't see why Leo would want to visit any of the freshmen. Also, there's nothing but a dead end up ahead. I wonder what Leo is really up to. Oh boy, and we'll go just a little bit further, because we're getting close to the end of the prologue here. I suddenly have this weird feeling that someone or something is up ahead. who for some reason is examining the wall at the end of the hallway with an almost excessive interest. The attention to detail is quite impressive. Even the surrounding air is surprisingly substantial. If that is the case, this world is in some ways more real than the real world it represents. But that's just my opinion. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on this? In that moment, I feel like my heart skips a beat. Almost immediately, my blood pressure skyrockets along with my body temperature. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. My pulse is like an explosion in my ears as my blood races through my veins, and the reason is clear. Now Leo has turned to face me. I know for sure he's talking to me as there is nobody else present besides the two of us. Greetings. I believe this is the first time we've had an actual conversation. I don't feel any sense of hostility from Leo. In fact, his smile seems genuinely friendly. His smile has the same effect on me as the rising of the morning sun, warm and comforting. In addition to his smile, his presence is inviting and inclusive, and I find myself drawn to him. Oddly, my worries have vanished. All I can think about is doing as he says. That's the only way to. My mind feels like it's in a haze. It's like Leo is controlling my thoughts in some way. Attending school wasn't half bad. I've never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, the time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play at being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. And for me, the time to do so has arrived. With those final words, Leo turns his back on me. Don't you turn your back on me! Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell would be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we will see each other again. So I guess I should use the more, a congenial see you later. Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need it. Oh, he just walked through the wall. Oh, shit. With those final words, Leo disappears. It's like he ceases to exist. One moment his hand is on the wall, the next he's gone. The young man in front of me seemed to disappear before my very eyes. There's been a lot of that lately. I want to say reality rejected his existence in it, but it feels like it's the opposite. Like he refused to be constrained by it. It wasn't any special ability that allowed him to do this, just his strength of will. With his departure, I feel as if a great weight is lifted from my very being. And rather than be a cause of concern, it brings a fundamental question to mind. Who am I? As the question pops into my head, it begins to take on a life of its own, searing my brain. Alrighty, here we go, we're investigating the wall. I investigate the wall that Leo disappeared through. It's just a concrete wall at the end of the hallway, and the only thing on the wall is dust. But I'm positive there must be something here because Leo walked through the wall. I mean, maybe he was a ghost! It would be so easy to turn around, go back down the hallway and pretend nothing happened. But there are still things I need to know. I have no memories. That means I've never had anywhere else to go but here. No place to return to. What is it that Leo said? No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. That's what he said, isn't it? That's what he said, didn't he? Then beyond this wall lies the appointed path and the truth. If I follow him, I'll learn the answers to my questions, even if those answers are painful. But ignorance is bliss. Do I have the fortitude to face the truth and accept it? I want to know. Something's different. down to the floors and the walls. The school has changed the very substance of its being. For some reason, reality cracking this way is intensely disturbing. The world around me is more than a painting, but not even as real as a sandcastle. I feel like it's so brittle I could tap it and the echo would shake the whole world. Where the boring concrete wall once stood, there's now a doorway that I can freely walk through. It's an entrance. No, an emergency exit. Like stairs to the outside. It's not something of this world. I have no doubt that the world the door leads to is utterly alien. Whatever awaits inside, whatever shape it takes, there's a certain sort of finality to seeing it. Ultimately, I've already committed to this path. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first step along the appointed path. Alrighty. Oh! Hello there! I don't know what you are. You look like a golem thing. I don't remember what those are called. I honestly don't. Beyond the door seems to be a dismal-looking scrapyard. Out in front of me is the smooth-skinned effigy, while trying to figure out exactly what to do with it. Welcome, potential master. A voice comes out of nowhere. Oh, Jesus. That effigy with you is your sword and shield for what lies ahead. It will move in response to your commands. Now then, please proceed. The truth that you seek lies ahead. The motivation of the owner of that voice worry me. But it's obvious I won't learn anything by just standing here. Also, there is no longer a path by which I can return. I have no choice but to head into the darkness, with only this strange doll as protection. We're heading into the void, friends. Oh, damn! I made it. Within the depths of the world beyond the door. This place must be the goal I'm supposed to reach. At least that's what I thought. It's stifling, the aura of purity that seems to act as a ward against corrupted souls who try to enter. The feeling is familiar. It has the feeling of a chapel where the spirits of the deceased still linger. And there's someone else there. First I didn't notice, being overwhelmed by the grandeur of the room. But to one side is a young man in a familiar uniform, lying still on the ground. I call out to him, but there is no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him when I notice. He's stone cold. I go as pale as the corpse before me, and I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. It is at this moment. Oh, Jeezums. The fallen effigy lying next to the male student comes to its feet with a clatter. Before I get a chance to make sense of what's going on, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. And now we will see the battle system. Oh, fuck me! Well, that thing is fucking me up. Oh, we got an extra turn. Oh, fuck. It is just fucking me over, man. Oh, I'm not even in control. It is literally just beating me. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. I think I'm in trouble. Oh, yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm dead. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. Oh, fuck. You seem to be lacking as well. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It seems I wasn't qualified to be here. Me? Qualifications? That's right. I should know everything by now. The truth has to be here. But now... everything's going dark. I'm not even really scared. The only feeling that remains in me is regret. Even at the very end, I was unable to remember anything about myself. Someone, anyone, if you make it beyond here, please don't forget my name. But we don't know your name, bro! We don't know who you are! Oh, damn! I forgot there was an opening. I honestly did. Music's pretty cool, though. Like, and the story was written by the original game's creators, so I really like that. Oh, damn! That guy's awesome. Oh, no! Rin, no! I like Rin! Nero! Best girl! Well, shit. I know what that is. Fate Extra. His story has ended. But what about yours? Before you write your own story, choose the vessel of your power. So because the game literally jumps right back into the game here, I am just going to say, thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. Oh man, like, so yeah, the surprise was that we're not playing as that guy the whole game. We get to choose who we play as. We actually get to choose their gender, their name, and we will get to choose our servant in the next episode. So, thank you everybody again so much for watching. I'm sorry, but I am definitely picking Nero of the 3 servants because I love her so much, and I'm sorry, that's just what's going to happen. But I will at least talk about the other servants, like, given a chance at a later time. So, if you're enjoying this as much as I am, please like, comment, subscribe it if you are not already, ring that bell for all them notifications and until next time, have yourselves a beautiful day, my beautiful viewers!